welcome to today's class. It's 2:30, it's Tuesday, are we ready? Just while everybody's starting to log on to the page, I thought I'd sort of theme it around travel today, because we can't really be going on our holidays. We can't be going anywhere exotic, so I've got a little bit of a Spanish move. I've got some Cuban, a little salsa in there, and then I've got a Bollywood one for us today. Make sure you've got a chair, because when we come to do our strength today, I am going to do it sat down. It is still very warm and quite muggy around here, and everything we can do can be done standing or seated, so we're going to do some seated strength today. If you've got a resistance band, fantastic. Remember, of course, that you can always get them in our shop, so if you haven't got one and you'd like one, just check out our shop for details of how to purchase them. They are really good because they do allow you to have a bit more resistance, and you can tailor that a bit more specifically to your own needs. But if you don't have a resistance band, don't worry, we can use tin of tomato, tin of beans, anything we've got in the cupboard, or of course if you've got some water bottles. I'm just going to say a couple of quick highs. Hi Fiona, hi Margaret, is that Margaret or Margot? I do apologise. Rita, hi Rita, I know Rita knows a lot of my moves, she's normally on with me. I always say, I do apologise, I wear glasses and I'm too vain to wear them when I work it out. So make sure you've got a chair, as I said, some water because it is hot, something nice and flat on the feet. We do move a little bit, but not too much, you know by now. Now I'm just going to move my chair out the way when I start, because the first one, standing seated, is exactly the same. We've got some slightly different music for you today, so are we ready? Okay, so just start with that foot flexor. Put our pound coin down, and then we're just going to go onto that pound coin with our heel and our toe. Other side. Find the worst one, ask anybody else. Keeping it nice and low, roll those shoulders. Let's get ready for our workout. Lovely, big smiles. Let's pretend we're getting ready to get on the plane. Use those wrists. Helps us open our down in the morning. Finger of eight. Back to those wrists. Finger of eight. When you can, just take it a little bit bigger, swishing it side to side. You can just keep it chest high, that's fine. Back to those wrists. And then we go back to those foot flexors. Pound coin down, use those arms. Really start using that ankle joint. Other side. Really helps with putting our toenails. They charge you £40 a pop down here. Let's take the weight side to side. Nice and gently, back with those wrists. Finger of eight. Back to those wrists. Now we've got a little Spanish move to the side. Oh yes, first country we're going to today is Spain. Voila! Give me a nice big sunrise. And again. We'll pop in that little flamenco leg. And then we're going to just take that weight side to side again. Wrists. Figure of eight. Now you should be feeling a little bit warmer. Now remember, it is hot and muggy out there. You don't want to be getting lightheaded. That's the time to sit down. So with the next one, we have got our side step. So if you're sat down, remember, lift and take the leg. Lift and take the leg. None of this, none of that. You'll recognise this one. Those that was following my Wiggly Wednesday, you'll know some of this routine. So let's get that jogger's walk. Let's start bringing up that heart rate. And we're going to go 2 steps to the right. Are we ready? 1, 2, leave it there. And again. Now we've got that Cuban salsa. Are we ready? Forward and back. Don't forget your little cha-cha. Remember, we don't fall over and move it or lose it. We only ever stumble with a cha-cha. To the side. Are we ready? And back. Are we ready with that salsa? Now, you can keep it going forward. But we could try and take it to the side. Really good for our balance. And forwards. Always smiling. Jogger's walk. Nice chance to catch our breath. And then we're just going to do all over again. We ready? 1, 2. And back. Salsa. Are we ready? To the side. And again. Side. Salsa for me. Side if you can. Just taking that weight, moving forward, side to side. Use those arms. Well done. Deep breath. How are we finding that? Now remember, if you want to check out any of these routines, you can always subscribe to our video club. I'm on there. There's some fantastic videos. Keep you going from now to whenever we can finally get back to our classes. So check out our video club. Very small fee for a month. Definitely worth it. So much information on there. Okay, so with the next one, if you're sat down, we're going to do a slide. You're just going to give me a diagonal stretch. Just be careful as well, when we do the clock, you don't put your foot under, so we go forward, side, tap, up, and again, when we do our forward on the right, back on the left, you're just going to give me a tap, no going under the seat. You'll follow. You'll know.
I was not gonna had the countdown through the
So we're going to come forward on the right, back on the left. You've got your left and right mixed up then.
I was rolled down when the bell
So forward on the right, back on the left. Are we ready? Forward and back.
But I rose up from the ground, just like
remember, you just give me a tap when you're sat down. Use those arms. Swap over. Forward on the left and back on the right.
And now give me some.
We're going to take a slide. Careful if you're on the carpet. Going to Beyonce. Just a diagonal stretch if you're sat down. Now we've got our clock. We know, don't we? You ready? Forward, side, back, and up. 12, 9, 6, midnight. Now this is our little bit of rock and roll, you see. been to Spain, been to Cuba, back in the UK, and we're off to India. Forward on the right, back on the left. Forward and back. Forward. Really good again for our balance, because we're just shifting that weight. Other way. Have you got it? I can hear the whole country go, yes, Sandra, we've got it! Forward and back. Forward and back. Are we ready for our slide? Look at Beyonce. You all in the kitchen, wiggling with me. Here comes that clock. Are we ready? I'm about to explode. I don't mind what you do with the arms, just as long as you move. You know me, I like to make those frames have a good old workout. Keep going. I'm asking for permission, no. I'll have to say I'm sorry. One more either side. I'm staying in the background, no, 'cause I don't need your worry. Forward on the right, back on the left. Swap over, forward on the left. Are we ready for our slide? Diagonal stretch, just sat down. Oh, that was a longer wiggle than I was expecting. We'll carry it back. Lock, are we ready? And up. Remember just tapping if you're all sat down. Don't lose that foot under the seat. Well done. How did you find that? Definitely making you work with our theme. So we're going India, we're going Bollywood. So I'm going to talk shapes because it's the easiest way for me to call out what we're going to do. So I do apologise. We're going to have a little teapot and we're screwing in our light bulbs, just putting the heel onto the floor. We have our step and point, and then we've got our Indian dance move. We're going to do it as a jogger's walk and just make those palms come forward. Easy as that. I reckon you've got it. Are we ready? So we're going to start off with our teapots. Forward. Here we go. Take it back. Forward. Take it back. Are we ready? We're going to screw in those light bulbs. Use those arms. Just keeping it here if it's easier. Taking it down all the way you can. Step and point. Jogger's walk. Now you've got all the moves. Are we ready? We're going back to those teapots. Forward. Take it back. And again. Screwing in those light bulbs. Are we ready? Step and point. love that routine. Okay, we'll just start to bring that heart rate right back down now. Nice and slowly. And then we can move into our strength work. So just keep that jogger's walk going for me. And think about your sunrise. And again. One more. We're going to go back where we started. Keep the feet going. We've got our wrists. Figure of 8. Now we're nice and warm, so you might have a bit more flexibility in that joint. Take it back to the chest. And back to those wrists. And then we're just going to go with our little Spanish. Roll into the side, little tiny bend. Up onto those tiptoes if you can. The chair's there for support. If you need to use the chair, just holding up on those tiptoes and then taking it down. Use the chair again for support onto one foot. Try and do touch and release. And then we're going to swap sides. Again, touch and release if you can. Just working on our balance there. And then give me a nice big diagonal stretch. Just one side if you're holding on. And then the same the other side. Nice flex foot. Nice big sunrise. And then we're all going to sit down. Resistance bands. So we're going to sit on those bands. Okay, so under the bottom. Sitting up nice and tall and stay at the front third of that seat. Feet on the floor. You're going to want to have your tassels in and your knuckles facing upwards. Now, if you're using the can, nearly forgot to grab it, you're going to do the same thing. You're just going up and down with the can. So we're going to do 2 sets of 6. You don't have to do them all. You can do it at your pace and you don't have to go all the way up. So you can come all the way up or you can just come to where is comfortable for you. So we're going to do singles. Side to side, nice and controlled. Keeping your chin on a shelf. 5. Then we've got 6 more because we're doing these in singles. 1, 2. Keep that back nice and straight. 3, 4, 5, 6. And just relax those shoulders. Go into what I call our TV pose. We've got our hunched shoulders, and if you need to, you can always shift back in the seat and then come forward when you're ready. And then we're going to go back into good posture, sitting nice and tall, ears and shoulders in alignment, tassels in. Now if it's too easy, you can tighten up the band. If it's too hard, you can make your tassel a bit shorter. And that's why I said the resistance bands are really good because you've got a bit more control. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we've got 6 more. Remember, you don't have to do them all. 2, 3, really working that upper body. 5, 6, and relax. Now, if you're practicing these at home because you've got a band, then you can move up into 6, 8s, 12s, and I'd never say more than 12, no more than 3 reps. Then you need a more stronger resistance band. Give those shoulders a wiggle. We're going to cross over the resistance band. So now the tassels are out the end. If you're using your tin, you are literally just going either side. If you're using the resistance band, tassels out the end. Sitting up nice and straight, chin on shelf, straight back, good posture. Are we ready? Out to the side. Now, like before, you don't have to go all the way. You can go to where it's comfortable for you. 3, 4, 5. Last one, and we're going to take a break into that TV pose. Give everything a wiggle, and you'll hear my little voice go, ears and shoulders, ladies and gentlemen, ears and shoulders. Are we ready? Ears in alignment with those shoulders. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. And relax. Now, we're just going to wiggle that band forward. And we're staying at the front of the seat. And then you're going to just take it so that it's nice and tight around the upper part of the thigh. And then just hold on to it. There we go. Then just take the knees out, about hip width apart, and hold them there. And from there, we're just going to give it a little tiny pulse. 2, 3. Keep that back nice and straight. 4, 5, 6. Now, if you want to make it harder, from here, little pulses. 4, 5, 6, and we're all coming in. Now, you can always tighten up the band, or you can loosen it if it's too hard. But try and keep those knees around about hip width apart so they're not coming in. And from here we push. So we're working that hip abductor and that inner thigh. 3, 4, 5. And again, if you're with me and want to make it a little bit harder, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well done. And we'll take that band off. Now, whilst we're here and we're sat down, I just want to quickly think of pelvic floor. Everybody's got a pelvic floor, men, women. So we're just going to imagine that we're just going to take some bit of wind, say that quietly, bit of wind, pull it forward, draw everything up and hold on to it nice and tight. Now we've got 2 lots of muscles in there, fast and slow twitch. So the first one, we just want to hold everything really tight, smile, no lifting of eyebrows please. Just squeezing really tight. Now if you're practicing these at home, you want to be holding for between 10 and 20 seconds. That's a long time. So we're just going to start at around about 10 and then relax. And we're going to do the same thing again. Draw everything up as if it's coming up into the belly button, but this time you're going to give me little pulses. Now I shouldn't know you're pulsing. You shouldn't have your eyebrows raising and jogging up and down on that seat. Everything stays nice and still as we just pulse. And try and pulse for 10 and then we're going to relax. So we're going to do that again. We're going to do the hold, so squeeze everything, draw it up into those belly buttons, hold on to it really tight. Very important muscle for us as we get older. So just squeezing, holding on to it. It really helps if you've got to queue up. Now let's face it, everything we do these days is going to involve queuing. So this is a good one because we're not always going to be able to get to the toilet as quickly as we used to be able to. And just let everything relax. And then we're going to work on those other muscles. So draw everything up to that belly button. And we've just got our little tiny squeezes. And you wouldn't even know I'm doing them. So you can be practicing them whilst you are in the queue at your local supermarket. And relax. Okay. We're coming towards the end of our time, so it's really important that we stretch everything off. Just take that arm across. If you want to deepen that stretch, remember, just stay away from the joint. You can just give it a very gentle pull. And then we go over to the other side. And with all that screwing in the light bulb work, we've worked our shoulders quite hard today, so hand on the shoulder, and then just go up to where it's comfortable for you. If you want to deepen that stretch, you can let the hand go behind, and you can always just very gently give it a push on the muscle, stay away from the elbow joint, but you don't have to. And the same on the other side. And relax. Just stretch out those legs. Forward, put your hands on that supporting leg, just turn slightly so you can see me, pull those toes back, keep that back nice and straight and feel that stretch in your calf. And if you're stretching off at home, again you're looking at about 20 seconds holding each of the stretches, and then you're just going to come up from the waist and just very carefully come forward, use that supporting leg so that you feel that stretch into the hamstring, right at the back of the leg, first one to go as we get older. Really does affect our walking, so it's a very important stretch to think about doing. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. So just stretch that out, pull those toes back, hands on that supporting leg, feel that in our calf, up from the waist, and then just bring it forward until you feel that stretch in the back of the hamstring there. Try not to fall off your chair. Now I promised we'd be travelling around the world, so I've imagined now we've gone to the Mediterranean. Pick a country, I don't mind. Malta is my favourite. And I've given you a little tiny ball that we're playing with on the beach. So up we go, all the way round. Now we're turning that ball into a big beach ball, so we're just opening it up, all the way round. And that beach ball's got even bigger. And now it's shrunk, it's deflated, back to the little tiny ball. And then just throw it away. Blow it away. Okay, just think about our breathing. Follow one of those hands. Bring them into the middle, and then we're going to open up our curtains. So maybe you can tell me what country, if you could go anywhere in the world, you'd like to go to. And I always go back and read all the comments. So I said one of my favourite countries is Malta, so I'm imagining that I'm now in Malta, I'm on the beach. You know I'm going to say a pina colada. So predictable. But let me know, what country would you like to go to? If we weren't in lockdown and we could travel anywhere in the world. Last one. Maybe you like a nice snowy scene. Maybe you've gone out of Europe, into the mountains somewhere. And we're just going to pump it through the feet. I hope you've enjoyed today, travelling around the world with me in our minds. Do remember, as I said, check out our video club. We've got some fantastic videos on there for you to watch and just keep you entertained whilst we can't get back to classes. I've been Sandra, can be on and move it and lose it, and I hope to see you all again soon. Thanks for joining me. Thanks, Rita. Oh, Barbados. Oh, yeah. Oh, the lakes in Canada. You see, I knew somebody would like cold. Maybe you just like the old water sports, Mary. Yes, I fancy that. See you all later. Oh, Caribbean. Oh, I don't want to come off now. I want to know where everybody wants to go. Thanks, Fiona. See you soon.